Welcome back to Superstring. Today we will see an American superhuman film from 2022 named Samaritan. Spoilers ahead, look out and fare thee well. There were twin siblings in a town. They are serious areas of strength for amazingly unbeatable. They accidentally hurt many individuals. One night while they were laying down with their folks, certain individuals residing close to them locked their home and set it ablaze. The guardians were scorched alive, yet the twins got away. The more established sibling Samaritan comprehends their errors and forfeited his life to safeguard of the city. Be that as it may, the more youthful sibling foe, consumed by vengeance, killed every one individuals who killed his folks. He needs to control the world. Samaritan attempted to control his sibling adversary. Enemy made a strong mallet. The main thing on the planet could kill Samaritan and enemy. On one occasion, foe made an impact in a power plant and went after numerous honest individuals to bait Samaritan into his snare. Samaritan came there to save individuals. A fight starts between the twin siblings. Around then, the power plant detonated into a gigantic impact and the two of them kicked the bucket. At present day, a 13-year-old kid named Sam is living in a minuscule condo with his mom Tiffany. Tiffany is working for low wages. Tiffany requests that he toss the junk out and goes to work. Sam loves Samaritan. He draws many pictures of Samaritan and accepts he is alive. He goes to head outside and sees that it's pouring. There he sees an image of foe in the garbage can. Sam drew the image of Samaritan over adversary's image utilizing shower paint. Unexpectedly, Joe Smith, an elderly person living in the close-by condo, came there and dumps his garbage in the container. Sam takes cover behind the garbage can. In the wake of unloading the garbage, Joe takes a smaller than expected fan from the receptacle and goes to his home. Joe is a solitary man living alone in his loft. He is working in the trash cleaning office. He additionally fixes the old gadgets found in the trash and sells it at the pawn shop. The following day, Sam comes to his condo after school, yet it is locked by the proprietors since Tiffany didn't pay their lease. Sam stresses over it and goes to the recreation area. Joe is getting back from his work through that way with an old radio. Sam shouts to him and finds out if the radio works. Joe says it's dead. Sam inquires as to why he has a wrecked radio. Joe sees his wristwatch and inquires as to why he has a wrecked watch and returns home. Sam's companion comes there and requests that Sam accompany him to bring in some cash. Sam goes with him to an old house to take a lot of copper loops and sell them for $40. As of now, a hoodlum named Cyrus and his better half Sil came there. Cyrus seriously loves enemy and furthermore has a lot of cheats and burglars under his influence. Riza, one of the looters, requests that Jace assist him with ransacking a store in the coast region. Jace didn't consent to it. Sam consents to make it happen and goes with them. Riza requests that Sam occupy the storekeeper. Sam pours sauce in his temple and behaves like he got injured. While the proprietor comes to see him, Riza and his companions takes a few boxes and takes off. They come to the scrapyard and open the cases, however it's simply loaded with chips. They have taken some unacceptable box. To escape from Cyrus, Riza faults Sam, saying he took some unacceptable box. Sam says he did precisely exact thing they advised him to do. Riza flies off the handle and pushes Sam down. Cyrus came there and asks Sam how old he is. Sam says 13. Cyrus likes him and gives him $200 and reprimands Riza. Sil lets Sam know that Cyrus likes him. Sam goes to his condo. Tiffany is requesting that the proprietor open her home, saying she'll give the lease in 5 days. Sam gives the cash to his mother and requests that she give it to the proprietor. The proprietor opens the entryway. Tiffany asks Sam how he got the cash. Sam figured out how to lie. The following day, while Sam will school, Riza and his companions see him and pursue him. Sam runs as quick as possible, however Riza gets him toward the end. Riza starts to beat Sam. Joe comes there and discards Riza's companions. Riza punches Joe in his stomach, yet Riza gets injured. Joe couldn't have cared less about him and kicked every one of his companions away. Riza attempts to wound him with a blade, yet Joe squashes the blade in his exposed hands. Riza takes off. Joe leaves the spot without saying anything. Seeing his solidarity and strength, Sam acknowledges he is Samaritan. After he returned home, he uses his optics to see Joe's condo. He sees the consume mark all around his back and affirms he is Samaritan. Cyrus, Sil and his group goes to the police-proof storage in police uniform. The gatekeeper requests that they show their IDs. Cyrus kills him with an explosive and his pack open the protected storage. Cyrus tracks down the head protector of foe and Samaritan and the mallet of adversary. He takes the sledge and breaks the entryway. He can feel the force of the sledge. Sam follows Joe and notices all his activities. Joe requests that he quit following. Sam goes inside Joe's home through a window and tracks down a scrapbook with loads of Samaritan's paper cuttings. Sam takes the book to his home. Joe finds the book is missing and went to Sam's home and lets Tiffany know what occurred. Tiffany requests that Sam return his book. Sam gives it back and says he's a major fan. Following day, Sam meets Joe and finds out if he is Samaritan. Joe says he is only a fan like him and strolls into the street. Unexpectedly, Riza and his companions came there and hit Joe with their vehicle. Joe's bones destitute and he fell out and about. He is by all accounts dead. Sam goes close to him and he cries. Abruptly, Joe wakes up and right away his body mends itself and he awakens. Sam yells saying he definitely knows he's Samaritan. Joe is exceptionally feeble and says he really wants water. Joe went to his home and scrubs down and eats some frozen yogurt. Sam questions why he's eating frozen yogurt now. Joe says when he gets injured, his body overheats and on the off chance that he doesn't chill it off, his heart will detonate. Sam finds out if it's the justification behind adversary's demise. Joe gets some information about adversary. In the city, Cyrus wears adversary's veils and takes his sledge. He asks every one of the hoodlums and cheats to begin a transformation to take the things from well-off individuals. Every one individuals think enemy is back and the violations are expanding at a higher rate. Following day, Sam sees Joe and got some information about his day-to-day daily schedule. Joe says he was more grounded previously, yet presently he is somewhat frail in view of maturing. Joe requests that Sam give his messed up watch and tells he will attempt to fix it. Sam said thanks to him and returned home. On the opposite side, Cyrus and his posse are carrying out numerous wrongdoings in the city. He is calling himself foe and doing a great deal of wrongdoings. Every one of the media is covering this. Joe blows up subsequent to hearing the name adversary over and over. Sam requests that Joe help him to battle. Joe concurs. Sam gives it a shot him and gets injured. Joe gives him some ice. Sam gets some information about enemy once more. Joe blows up and requests that he take off from his home. While going, Cyrus gets Sam. Sam goes with him and sees him killing a cop. Sam moves frightened and runs off. While running, he sees Riza beating Jace. Sam beats Riza and allows him to get away. Riza breaks Sam's wrist and leaves him close to his condo. Joe and Riza saw one another. Joe conceded Sam to the medical clinic. Riza lets his companion know that the elderly person who they hit by their vehicle is as yet alive. Cyrus sees the harmed vehicle and requests that his group bring him. They follow Joe in a path and starts to battle with him. Joe beats every one of them seriously and tosses them in the air. They take shots at him, however he was not hurt. Joe beats every one of them. A young lady sees all of this and asks Joe how he did that. Every one individuals encompass there and start to record Joe. Out of nowhere they toss a projectile close to Joe. Joe takes the young lady, bounces from that point, and flips a vehicle involving it as a safeguard to escape from the projectile. The explosive impacts, however, Joe saves the young lady. All media communicates this video. It has returned to say Samaritan. Joe chooses to leave the town. Cyrus sees the video and goes to Joe's home with his group to get him. Joe had previously left the spot. Cyrus obliterated the room and sees Sam through Joe's window. Riza says Joe and Sam are companions. Cyrus requests that they get Sam. Sam attempts to escape with his mother, however Cyrus gets them. Sam says Samaritan will come to save him. Syl hits Tiffany hard and Cyrus captures Sam. On the opposite side, Joe is sitting tight for the train. Out of nowhere he sees Sam's watch in his pack and comes to Sam's home to return the watch. Tiffany is crying in the kitchen. She says that Cyrus took Sam. Joe flies off the handle, loads many oil barrels in a truck, and goes to Cyrus's place. Cyrus is intending to obliterate the power plant with the goal that the entire city will power outage and all his gangsters will take simultaneously. Joe shows up there. The gatekeepers attempted to stop the truck. Joe hits every one of them and accidents the truck inside the structure. Sam sees this and lets Cyrus know that he will bomb like adversary. Each of the hoodlums in there starts to shoot Joe from all bearings. Joe beats a significant number of them. Cyrus comes there and said he will end what foe began. Joe requests that Cyrus let Sam go. Cyrus says no and beats Joe with the sledge. Joe tumbles down. Cyrus beats him over and over. Joe attempts to awaken. Cyrus said heroes will continuously fall and attempted to beat Joe again with the mallet. Joe blocks the mallet and said he's not the hero, he is the fucking miscreant here. Cyrus and Sam are stunned. It appears Samaritan is the person who kicked a bucket in the accident. Foe got away from the impact and was living as Joe. Joe says, "I'm the troublemaker," and takes the mallet. His disposition shows us how detestable he is. Unexpectedly, the oil barrels in the truck detonates and large numbers of the hoodlums passed on, including Sil. Joe kills them individually without leniency. A considerable lot of them encompass him at a time. Joe breaks the points of support close to him and makes the roof tumble down. Every one of them are squashed, however Joe endures the accident and runs towards Cyrus. Cyrus cuffs Sam into a messed up line and orders his hoodlums in the city to wipe the city dim. The entire city goes power outage and every one of the criminals begin to kill individuals, consume puts and ransack the banks. Cyrus wears foes' covers and thunders like a creature. The entire structure is ablaze. Sam is yelling for help. Joe is worn out. He sees Sam and goes to deliver him. Cyrus comes posterior and takes the sledge. He starts to battle him. Out of nowhere, Joe's heart starts to thump quick in view of this high temperature. Cyrus beats him and attempts to make him tumble down from the consuming structure. Sam makes a solid attempt and breaks the line and hits Cyrus from the back. Joe scales and gets the sledge, folding it over Cyrus. Cyrus can't move. Joe lifts Cyrus over his head and tosses him from the structure and recollects how he let Samaritan bite the dust similarly a long time back. Out of nowhere, Joe's heart starts to thump quick and he tumbled down. Sam broke a tap close to him and let the water cool Joe. The structure starts to tumble down. Joe takes Sam in his grasp and begins to run. He crashed the wall and hops from the structure to the close-by building and saves Sam. Sam finds out if he is truly foe. Joe says okay. Sam says he can fix it and be a hero. Sam went out. Numerous columnists came there and asked Sam what occurred. Sam says Samaritan saved him and says Samaritan lives. Joe grins at Sam and starts to stroll under a scaffold, and the film closes here.